Hello friends, today we are going to discuss pinching in GM counter. Before that we have to understand some working of the GM counter. In GM counter it is the primarily used to detect the radiations. It can also detect the single radiation also. When any radiations, primary radiation, we know that we say that it is primary radiation or enter in the GM counter through this thin window of mica, it produces positively charged and negatively charged ions. Means these radiation incident on these organ atoms and produce positive and negative charge ions. These ionization is known as primary ionizations. Means ionization produced by these primary radiations, or we can say incident radiation, is known as primary ionizations. Now these primary ions, means positive and negative ions produced in this counter are now moved toward the opposite electrodes. Means here anode is the thin wire is a anode and a metal cylinder like a copper is act as a cathode. Means it is cathode is the negative electrodes and anode is the positive electrodes. Now these primary ions produce here move toward the opposite electrodes. Means this positively charged argon ions move toward the anode and this this positively charged ions are moved toward the cathode and this negatively charged ions move toward the anodes, because anode is the positive electrodes and cathode is the negative electrodes. Okay, now these when these ions, primary ions, move toward the opposite electrodes, they bombard on the other ions, argon ions. Say let us say like this bombarded on this and it produce again positive negative ions. This bombarded on second again produce positive and negative ions. Like this also bombarded on this and produce positive and negative ions. This also bombarded on this produce positive and negative ions. Now due to these the moments of the primary ions bombarded on the other argon atoms produce secondary ions, and in this way we get secondary ionization in these tubes. In this way we get the secondary ionization. Means primary ions are bombarded on the other organ atoms and produce the secondary ions. This is known as secondary ionizations. Now these secondary ions move toward the opposite electrodes and we get signals in the here after amplification we get a pulse, a required pulse, that is required pulse we obtain in this way. Now if only argon ions is here, then these produce positively charged argon ions remain in excited states, means lie in the excited states, means they are with some energy. Now they produce these argon ions comes to the ground states. When they comes to the ground states, they emit the photons. Means this argon plus ions comes to the with excited states, produce ground states argon ions and emit the photons. Some argon ions are in excited states, they emit the photons. Now these photons now move toward the these metal cylinders, and if these energetic photons, some photons move toward the metal cylinder, it emits the electrons. Means here photoelectric effects takes place. Now these photoelectrons will cause the ionizations. That will be the, now it is not due to the this primary radiations, but it is due to the electron emitted by the these cathodes. Means now these electrons produce ionization in this GM counter. It is the space. It is, we can say it is the fake ionization or spurious ionizations. It is, can say that spurious ionization means we can say it is the fake ionization. So to avoid these fake ionizations in this counter, we required a quenching. Thus, for this purpose, we add 10% ethyl alcohol, and this organ is the nearby 90%. Organ is 90% and 10% ethyl alcohol at 10 centimeter of Hg pressure. Now, what is this role of ethyl alcohol? Now, secondary ions, positive ions and negative ions. After secondary ionizations are organs, they are in excited states, emit the photons. Now, this 10% ethyl alcohol absorb this Hnu. This Hnu is जो भी Hnu निकल रहे हैं वो, ये जो फोटॉन्स जो निकल रहे हैं वो इस अल्कोहल, इथाइल अल्कोहल के मॉलिक्यूल्स जो है, लेटर से दिस आर इथाइल अल्कोहल्स मॉलिक्यूल आर, वो क्या करेंगे, इन फोटॉन्स को एब्जॉर्ब करेंगे. सो ड्यू टू दैट वो क्या नहीं होंगे, वो इस मेटल सिलेंडर के ऊपर बम्बार्ड नहीं होंगे और फोटो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इमिट नहीं होंगे. So this process is known as quenching in GM counter or cell quenching in GM counter. यानी जो भी फेक सिग्नल्स जो प्रोड्यूस हो रहे हैं, स्पेरियस सिग्नल्स जो प्रोड्यूस हो रहे थे, उनको अवॉइड करना, यानी उसी को बोलते हैं अपन क्विंचिंग इन GM counter. Now we will see the some terms like recovery times or we say resolving times, and it is known as it is also known as time. This is also known as paralysis time. So it is equal to the date time plus recovery times. Now we define the date time of GM counter. Now when here positively charged argon atoms and negatively charged ions, positive charge argon ions and negatively charged ions when produced, they move toward the opposite electrodes. Now these are very light particles. Electrons means negatively charged electron are very light particles. They easily move toward this positively anodes, but these positively charged particles are very heavy particles. They require some times to move toward this metal cylinder. So this time required to move the positively charged ions is equal to the date time of the GM counter. Now how we can define the date time of the GM counter? Date time of GM counter is the time required, or it is the time after each event, during which the system is not able to record the other events. Date time is defined as the time difference between the time after each event during which the system is not able to record the another events. Means time in GM counter, positive and negative charge ion produce are moved toward the opposite electrodes. ये जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स प्रोड्यूस हो रहे हैं वो बहुत ही हल्के रहते हैं और दे इजीली मूव टुवर्ड दिस एनोड पॉजिटिव इलेक्ट्रोड, बट ये जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज आर्गन्स आयंस तैयार हो रहे हैं वो बहुत ही हेवी रहते हैं, सो दे रिक्वायर्ड द टाइम टू मूव टुवर्ड दिस मेटल सिलेंडर। और ये जो टाइम required to move this positive charge ions toward this metal is equal to the dead time of the GM counter. During these times, counter remain insensitive. Or during this time, if another signal are coming here, they give the pulse of very small size as compared to normal pulse in on the screen of the amplifier or oscilloscopes. So this dead time can be defined as the time. It is defined as the time after each event. Time after each event during which the system is not able to record the another events. It is the time difference or time after the each event during which the system cannot record the another events. This is the dead times. Now let us say कि ये जो है positive ions are moved toward the metals. Then after that, after reaching these ions, we get the signals in the output. We can say it is the output of computer screen or on the oscilloscopes. So time required to obtain the signals after reaching these positive ions. After reaching these positive ions, कहाँ? At the metal cylinder. Metal cylinder में पहुंचने के बाद पॉजिटिव आयंस मेटल सिलेंडर पे पहुंचने के बाद और उसके बाद जो टाइम लग रहा है अपने को सिग्नल मिलने के लिए इन द output device, you can say in the computer screen or on the oscilloscope, that time is known as recovery times. That time is known as recovery times. So how we can define this recovery times? It is the time taken by particular part of this detector. Time taken by the particular part of this detector means we can say a detecting unit. These are the detecting units. Time taken by this detecting unit to that detect the count. Time taken by this detecting unit that detect the count and then become able to count the subsequent count. Means we can define time taken by particular events. But this recovery time is the time taken by this detecting part of the GM counter counter where a count occurred, where the count occurred means signal obtained, and to become able to detect the subsequent count, to able detect the subsequent counts. That is the recovery time. Now this dead times depends upon the volume of counter, and depends upon the size of GM counter. Now this recovery times depends upon this detecting crystal, or we can say detecting instruments. Detecting instrument. So this sum of the dead times and recovery times is known as resolving time or paralysis times. This resolving time likes और डेली यूज कैमरा दैट जब भी अपन क्या करते हैं कैमरा से फोटो लेते हैं तो आफ्टर टेकिंग द फोटो वी कैन नॉट टेक द इंस्टेंटली सेकंड फोटो मीन्स कैमरा जो अपना है वो उसको टाइम लगता है टू टेक द सेकंड फोटो मीन्स जो भी फ्लैश है फ्लैश रिक्वायर resolving time like time of the or daily use camera means after taking one photo we cannot take the second photo instantly. Means our camera means flash of the our camera required some time to recharge. Like that, this GM counter required to recharge to take the second counts after taking the one pulse. So this is the resolving times. If resolving time is good, means it is very sensitive GM counter. So in this way we see the quenching in GM counter and how quenching takes place in the GM counter, and what is the date time in GM counter, what is the recovery time in GM counter, and what is the resolving time in GM counter. These resolving times, total resolving times in this GM counter is from few microseconds to 1000 microseconds. This is the total resolving times of the GM counter. Some have few microseconds, some have 1000 microseconds. Thank you.